When you think about Walmart, Walmart is a bellwether of the American economy, of the American consumer. What does Walmart earnings tell us about that? Walmart beat expectations today, sent a really strong signal that the holiday season is off to a solid start, and the market was excited about that. The growth in the number of transactions or checkouts slowed, the growth rate slowed a little bit. The average ticket, the amount people were paying in each checkout was up. And a lot of that growth was coming from higher income shoppers, people in households making more than $100,000 a year. That cohort made up roughly 75% of the share gains. So this was good. It was a solid start to the holiday season, and the stock is up a lot. 4.5% is up a lot for a company that big.
Stock's at an all-time high of 67% year to date, which I had no idea. Their e-commerce business. Talk to us about their e-commerce business. I know it's big, but Amazon's pretty big too. So how do they talk about their e-commerce business?
When they talk about e-commerce, they just talk about the potential to grow. It is big, but there is still so much room to grow. So just in the last couple of months, we saw them branching into categories that you wouldn't find in a typical Walmart store. Pre-owned watches, collectible sneakers, stuff you would typically go to another retailer for, but now you can buy at Walmart online. Also, they're adding benefits to their services like Walmart Plus. You can now get discounts of Burger King if you're a Walmart Plus member. So they're really expanding their offering there. Deliveries can get faster, and they see just endless potential there. It's always growing.
My question I had before the break was those people that make over $100,000 or more, are they sticky? As in, once the economy, say, recovers, or once they feel better about inflation, or et cetera, do they flee then to go to Target or somewhere else, or go to the fancy drugstore, or do they stay at Walmart?
I think that's a really good question, and something we're definitely watching for. Spending across the board at Walmart was consistent. The growth, as you said, was coming from these wealthier households. Maybe it's a shopper who typically shops at Whole Foods, but is feeling particularly pinched right now and is going to Walmart for value. Do those people stick around when they get a raise in their next paycheck, or their paycheck in the next couple of quarters? That's something we're definitely watching for. I think it does have limits.